Greetings and welcome. It is November 5th at about 6:57 p.m. and it's Saturday. Now, we've had a lot of rain today, throughout the last Friday night going into today. And yeah, that is what it is. That is blood on my hands, not mine. Went out this afternoon, despite everything, and about 4 o'clock, well, got myself a deer. Now, I'm making it's been a very rough season. I've actually, me and my team have actually missed out on 6 other opportunities for other deer. But I've got this one now. So it's been a great season. We've had a lot of memories. We've had a lot of fun, a lot of discouraging moments. Like I said, we've missed out on 6 other opportunities for deer, but I'm glad something today told me to go out and do some deer hunting. Even with the high winds that we were getting and even with the rain, still managed to accomplish deer hunting and had a ball getting this good sized doe. Now, for educational purposes, we're going to dive right into this educationally for all the young viewers out there, and for some of you older people. So, as you can see, this is and was the entry for a 3-blade Muzzy broadhead with the replaceable tip and the replaceable blades. Love them. So as you can see, she was quartering to me, so I had a hard shot. Couldn't really get much of a heart shot on her, so I settled for where I could, and that was the entry. And my bolt, again, I was using my Centerpoint Sniper Elite 385 crossbow with a 100 grain Muzzy broadhead on a 400 grain bolt. Now, this was a high double lung shot. Let me just, for purposes, that is a high double lung. And when it came out right behind the ribs, catching the liver. And this shows shot placement importance. This is where that practice in your off season really pays off, whether it's with a compound, a recurve, a longbow, or even a crossbow. You want to practice consistently. And this is why. It was a high lung, but it was a clean, vital kill to where I was able to successfully capture this deer. Now, in a lot of instances with a high lung and liver, you want to watch and wait. Given that we had a lot of rain and wind today, I knew that the blood trail was going to get washed away, considering the fact that it was starting to pick up on the rain again. So I did what I could in a quick instant to make a lethal shot. And it was a lethal shot. Lung and liver, that's a very hefty shot, considering the fact that now there's going to be a lot of internal hemorrhaging, a lot of bleeding, and the lungs filling up as well. So I watched her after the initial impact. I watched her, and believe it or not, surprisingly, 15-20 yard run. That was it. I watched her fall to the ground. I watched her die in peace. I got on the blood trail right away from the initial impact just to kind of make sure that she did go where she went. I watched her, and then I got excited. I got on the phone right away with one of my best friends, and I let them know that I shot a deer. And I lost sight of exactly where my deer went. So I went back, I got on the blood trail, and I followed the blood trail to where I saw her. And I was just so happy. I was so excited. Like I said, the early season showed a lot of excitement for the Wisconsin Spirit of the Wild team. We got out. We've seen a lot of action. We've seen a lot of deer. Even on the private property that I'm helping one of my friends with, we've got an 8-pointer. We got some does coming up on their property, and then we got this nice doe tonight. So it just goes to show that even on the worst weather conditions, confidence. Something told me to go out tonight and go out hunting, and I took that chance. I rolled the dice, I took the chance and the gamble on this doe to even go out, and I wasn't even really having any luck. I wasn't seeing any fresh sign. I wasn't even seeing any deer droppings, deer tracks, nothing. Until I started to leave, and well, she made her appearance right on the edge of the tree, right on the edge of the woods, and she made her way to me, and I can't really give you a good yard distance on how far she was, but if anything, I'd probably say no more than maybe 10 yards at best that I shot her. But for our younger viewers and for those watching, this is actually helping the environment. This is doing the environment good, because if there's too many deer, if the deer herd population gets too high, you deal with sickness, you start dealing with starvation, you start dealing with inbred genetic issues and complications and deformities. By us hunters going out and shooting and hunting animals, we are actually protecting the environment from the animals themselves. We are protecting the animals from themselves and the complications of too many numbers. So with this is shot placement, shot consistency, practice consistency. A double lung liver shot, you really can't go wrong with that. I would have preferred a heart shot. She still would have ran a little ways. It doesn't really matter. What matters is this was a memory. This was fun. This was exciting, despite the fact that it was cold, the rain, the discouragement from the early seasons. It all plays into effect into your next deer. It all remains in that mentality. When you go out with confidence, you succeed. And it's not always about getting a deer. It's about going out and making memories with your friends, your family. Even if it's by yourself, you enjoy it. You get to connect with Mother Nature. You get to connect on a whole nother level with your friends and your family. You get to connect with God's creation. And when you get a deer, when you get something like this behind me here, this is a bonus. This is a bonus to hunting. This behind me is not only food, but I can turn this into deer hide. I can have somebody turn the bones into knives, grunt calls, whatever. Even dog food. The bone marrow, the fatty tissues, all the scraps that I can pull off of this, and the meat. Dog food. Even the organs, dog food. So this deer is going to do a lot, and it's going to feed the family. It's going to feed the animals too. What part I can give to them. But this has really been an exciting day. This really was, and I wanted to share this moment with everybody. That patience and determination. This is what it was about, and this is what it took. This was a skill level that involved stalking. When I seen her, I actually was walking, and she was about 45, 50 yards broadside in front of me, and I didn't want to take that kind of shot in that kind of distance. My crossbow is good for 40, yes. But if I can bring him in a little closer, I'm going to bring him in a little closer. You know what I mean? So I watched her walk out of the woods until I could see her entire body. And then she started walking towards me and then just kind of turned and tucked into the woods and started making her way down the edge of the woods. She got angled to me, but not completely broadside, which is why I went as far back as I did with my shot, because I didn't have a clean shot at the heart, which is where I wanted. So I opted out for a more ethnical kill that I could get that she presented to me, which was the double lung liver. It's a memory. It's exciting, and I can't believe it. So tomorrow we're gonna go out one more time. We still got some tags to fill. We still got this is a nice doe. I still see bucks, and by the sounds of it, me and one other team member are going out tomorrow morning, and we're gonna try and see if we can't fill some buck tags. So with that, God bless you guys. God bless the American people. God bless the American dream. God bless bow hunting. Fred Bear, everybody. Everybody out there that's been hunting this year, from Utah to Colorado, South Dakota, Montana, Minnesota, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, wherever you are, God bless you. God bless the spirit of the wild. God bless these beautiful whitetail. I mean, she's good. Like I said, double lung liver. I think I penetrated both. Yeah, I got the ribs on that one. Yeah, sure enough, got the ribs. So not only are we talking internal damage just from the broadhead itself, but now we're also looking at broken and fractured ribs. So again, this was a great hunt. Even if you don't see anything, just going out with whoever you're going out with, even by yourself, hunting is the healthiest sport and the healthiest lifestyle ever. I can't be more thankful to the people that got me into it. My dad, Ted, my mom, Fred Bear, Ted Nugent, Bill Jordan, Jackie Bushman, Michael Waddell and the Bone Collector team, over the years, just everybody in general. But when it comes really down to it, and it really boils down to it, it is all about skill. It is not about luck, and it will never be about luck. It is about skill and how much you practice and how much you put into your hunting. So with that, guys, God bless. Good night and have a great season.